Welcome back. The Minister of the Federal of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has approved the immediate termination of the appointments of 21 heads of parastatals, agencies, and government companies of the FCT administration, FCTA for short. Wike, in a statement by his Director of Press Office of the Minister, Anthony Ogunleye, on Wednesday, ordered the affected appointees to hand over the affairs of their offices to the most senior officers in rank. Seen a lot of CEOs, GM, DG, Executive Secretary, MD, Coordinator. Anyway, appointments into the offices will be made in due course. That's what the statement says. All right, the last one now, and then I open the phone lines. I get to hear from you. Brain drain. In 1 week, 3 doctors die in Lagos hospital. Colleagues kick. It's coming from Premium Times. With a rider, the Doctors Association said the devastating phenomenon of brain drain and its attendant work overload for the doctors remaining on shore have been repeatedly emphasized. Now, the story started with last week, within the space of 5 days, 3 senior medical doctors at a hospital they mentioned here, Limosho General Hospital in Lagos, died under what some of their colleagues described as demeaning circumstances. Now, the 3 medical practitioners, they have their names mentioned here, Mrs. Otukoya, Aluko, and Shuaib, were principal medical officers at the Lagos State-owned health facility. Now, this development has thrown their colleagues under the umbrella of the Lagos State chapter of the Medical Guild and the Nigerian Medical Association into mourning, and they have blamed this on the negative impacts of the exodus of Nigerian healthcare workers abroad. So people are leaving, nobody's taking over, so you have the ones left behind doing more work. While the Medical Guild, in a statement issued over the development, said the circumstances leading to the demise of the doctors, quote, might have been related to chronic illnesses believed to be aggravated by stress. All right, so those are the stories, the big stories right now. Yes, I remember that other one now. The deputy spokesman of the House of Representatives, Philip Agbesi, he's the one who has appealed to the leadership of the Nigeria Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress to shelve the proposed industrial action. Now, remember, it was it yesterday or day before yesterday? Day before yesterday, when NLC announced that they will be going on that strike on the 3rd of October. They said the reason was for them to still get back to dialogue, to give the government a chance to talk with them. But they're also saying, we've not reached any agreement yet. All right. We'll see what happens between now and perhaps Monday. Okay, the phone lines are open. The numbers to call are 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0002, or 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0007. I'm taking messages via WhatsApp as well, so do well to send them to 0809 030 6416.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Hello, Ida from Nkoro. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. The way they sound, I don't collect common malaria from my body. You're sounding very sharp. I want to commend the former governor of Rivers State, Chief Justice Nyesom Wike, for termination of that appointment. He knows the reason. And anywhere you're working, if somebody wants to spoil your work, you shift that person come out to put another person. If the church cannot change you, change your church. He knows the reason, you know I sack them. I want to commend him. And the rest member telling the not to strike. It's not good though. Let them strike, please. the suffering is too much. I know others will enjoy it, but let them strike. And let them stand on their ground, not to have their money. So when you collect money, say, by Monday evening, I hear a story. We don't want to hear a story. Let them do this on who will believe them. Thank you very much. God bless you. Ida from Nkoro.
All right. Thank you, Ida from Nkoro. I was going to even ask him, is this about, that thing where the military, they will say show of force. So is it about the gra of the NLC and TUC announced that there will be a strike and then they actually had a strike? Or is it about getting a solution? So what if they now reach an agreement with the federal government and they decide that, okay, there will be no need for this strike again. This is what the federal government has agreed to do. And then the federal government actually says, this is what we will do. 200% increase minimum wage. And every other thing they mentioned. Maybe 5 bags of rice for each household in Nigeria. Chukwuma is calling from our other west. Hi, Chukwuma.
Yes, good day, sister. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. You're welcome.
Actually, I work going.
Great.
Yes, I believe that you are preparing for the strike this week.
No, I'm not. I'll still come to work even if people are striking.
You need to be the chairman of the organization to follow up the strike.
You try.
Yeah, because I'm not sure if the money they are paying here is okay.
So I should ask for 200% increase in salary, or I'll keep that in mind.
Yes. And this FCT minister, the topic 21 officers. I don't know their offense. What their offense for him to drop them just like that? At least it's a temper messing with justice now. You're now reaching what he's dropping some people now. I don't know what he's about to do.
All right. Thank you for calling Azunda. Who's next? Is it? Okay, Robin, the farmer. Hello, Robin, the farmer from HA. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome aboard.
Yes, seriously. Nigerian leadership are jokers.
How come? Are they making you laugh?
Reps telling NSA to step down. Let them see dialogue with the federal government. Am I right?
It's a reps member who is more like begging them. He's asking them to,
That's what I'm saying. They are all jokers. You see, Mega, let me remind you, if you have forgotten, I have not forgotten. Do you know that Oshomole and the former spokesperson who is now a minister somewhere, Majabra Miller, who is chief of staff to President Senator Ahmed Tinubu, were the people who started conversation with NSP before now? Do you know that one of the days, an elderly man, because I respect age, I believe that those who they are senior should respect me. Solomon Lalong, am I right? Former governor of Plateau State, who is the minister for labor, was telling us, Nigerians, that President Tinubu is not in the country. Labor should wait when he comes back. These people are jokers. Nothing is going to work. No meeting, no matter how they are, no meeting is going to work with the federal government. They are only employing what was sold to them to the Queen's Palace in England. Divide and rule. Little bit to the left, little bit to the right, and then fight. That is what they are doing. Nothing will come out. Labor should be optimistic. They should be strategic. They should go ahead and strike.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Clinton from Bori, are you still there?
Hello, Constance.
You're welcome aboard. Please turn off your radio set. Thank you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I didn't have any issues hearing you. I just had an issue with the other sound in the background.
Then, Nigeria, I think the only thing that affects both the rich and the poor is the price of commodities in the market. That's the PMS. So the large economic crisis that we are facing with in Nigeria now hovers around the removal of fuel subsidy. So I'm calling on Labour to try to be flexible. If they let their demands be sustainable, let's not be a quick fix. Then tomorrow now, they go on another strike again. They are demanding for 200% increase in minimum wage without looking at the effect, the economic effect of this increase in minimum wage. Because if the money is increased today, they tell us that the price of commodities in the market will not rise by even the 200%. So it still amounts to nothing. Whether you're paying 100 million today and the price of commodities keeps up, it amounts to nothing. So I want them. So if they are demanding for the federal government, they should ensure that their demands will be sustainable on the long run, and they shouldn't bring about a quick fix. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much for calling. Hello, Frank from D-Line. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Constant.
Welcome, Frank.
Yes, let me dwell on give dialogue a chance. Ask of member, ask Labour. Yes, it's a good one. I have talked to Labour before. I have called for this radio station. I have begged to give federal government a chance. Let them go to a roundtable meeting and interface. Because if they go to strike now, the poor one will be the one to support. Those government officials, they have millions in their account. Nothing will affect them. The poor one will be the one to support. Please, let them listen to that House of Rep member and have a conversation one-on-one. Thank you and God bless you.
Bless you too, Frank. Yeah, I remember I had something I wanted to ask someone and I've remembered what it was I wanted to ask. The young man who called in to say, oh, FCT minister, tamper justice with mercy. And I was just thinking, what is wrong with what he has just done? You know, there's this mindset people around here have about, you know, termination of someone's appointment. It's not the end of life. Now, some of them whose appointments were terminated will still be put back in office. I mean, dude just got in. He's trying to reshuffle things. So it's not as if he's sending people to hell. ID from Abua. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, this is ID calling from Abua.
All right.
Thank you. The issue of labor. Labor has become a good job. When Adams Oshomole was the chairman of labor union, was it like this? Adams Oshomole, under the labor union, was seen as a second president of Nigeria under Olusegun Obasanjo. I was in Lagos. I know how Oshomole was handled by the military officers in the airport because of his stance. But nowadays, the moment labor are going to hold strike, the government will look for a brand envelope for all these people. And when they come out for their meeting, you see them smiling. Say, no problem. We are going to, the government have gotten we've reached a point. That's what they will say, don't have any, the negotiation, they have a breakdown of negotiation and so forth and so on. And at the end of the day, you see nothing happen. And most of the labor union chairmen, you see them bleaching and they are looking like another new. The masses are supporting them. We are not workers, but we are supporting them on the grounds that what is happening now is affecting us, not only the workers. Why is it so that they are advocating for an increase? Don't you know that one commodity that we have, that we produce in this country, which is the petrol, only increase on that commodity as all these salaries are in food stuff. If you like, increase it, you put the minimum wage to 50,000 naira and the top price of the petrol is still 1,000 naira. You will know that whatever you hold your 400 or 40 or 50,000 naira market, you end up buying nothing in the market.
All right, ID.
So if they are advocating, if they are standing, let them stand fair.
All right, thank you very much. Chinke Daniel from Imo Gates. Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you very much. My take is the sacking of this parastatals by the FCTA minister. For me, I smell politics, playing politics, because I don't know what all these heads of these parastatals have committed, from the permanent secretaries, like you mentioned them, all of them, they just want to compensate their political allies, settle them. This is what I see. I so submit. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you for calling, Chinke Daniel. Hello, Daniel from Agri Road.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Welcome.
My concern is the member of House of Reps appealing to Labour to have more negotiation with the federal government. I don't think that appeal will work. Even them themselves, as representatives, where are their palliatives to their constituency? All of them together form this government. And so, for me, who voted, now today buy gas of 1,000 per kilogram. It's annoying me. I voted that things would have been better. Look at things are becoming worse. My labor, my everything that I suffered to vote this thing has become shattered. So I'm supporting the labor. But if they bring that gas down, because it's my more concern, and the price of it. If not, let labor goes on and bring down the economy down. Let everyone of us suffer.
All right. Thank you very much for calling, Daniel. Hello, Real Gift from Port Harcourt. Welcome aboard.
Thank you very much, my lady. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Talking about the labor issue in continuation, for me as a person, I don't support labor. Because even when there is a war, before the end of every war, discussions must take place. So for me, I think they should continue the discussion. Though, on the side of government, they themselves have not convinced me. Because when the Minister for Labour comes out to tell me that because the president is away from the country, they cannot take certain decisions, it makes me want to laugh. But I'm not going to laugh. For me, because even when Labour will go on strike, things will never go down the way it ought to go. And believe me, in Nigeria, anything will go up, no, they come down. Because as they go on the strike, people will be scampering for food and what have you, and food prices will go up. And when it don't go up, you don't stand there. Because for Nigeria, when anything will go up, they throw away the ladder. It doesn't come down. You understand my point? So for me, they should continue the dialogue so that at the end of the day, definitely they will come to a compromise. Because even after the strike, they must sit down to discuss for them to have an agreement. As for the resolutions in FCT. Of course, now they say any chicken will go in a new location, they stand with one leg. And I think the FCT minister have stood for some months now. So he won't keep in two legs for ground. That's why the resolutions. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello, Mr. Kunle from Borokeri. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. I would like to continue where the last caller stopped.
Okay.
If there's any reason why we ever support Labour at this point in time, it is just one reason. And that's the fact that our government keeps saying, oh, we should manage, we should do this, we should do that. Meanwhile, the lifestyle of the senators and most of these government functionaries, it's nothing to write home about. It's not showing that they are even ready to compromise. That is the only problem I have with the government. If not, normally, believe me sincerely, I would prefer that we give this government at least a year. After a year, if we want to shut the country down, so be it. Let's see, because a lot of things have gone wrong over the years. And you know what?
What?
We are part of this problem. Most of us who are always calling Nigeria talking that, we are part of the problem. Today, you support a negative thing. Tomorrow, when it doesn't favor you, you talk the other way around. Do you know that market people, especially, for example, at the same level, they are talking about salary. They forgot that they have been increasing prices over the years on daily basis, and salaries of people are stagnant. Immediately they hear that they put stamp up on your salary, more because their prices have gone up, or maybe their cost price has gone up. They will on their own. Somebody told me that kind of thing in the market. A woman selling Gary, telling me, government put money for you people. we will also increase our thing. She's not talking about cost price. She feels automatically they don't realize that government is giving us something as a result of years of their own increment on daily basis that we are suffering. So that person will call Nigeria for shouting labor. Say, look, you will cause trouble. You are looking for Peter Obi and Labour to rescue you. Continue to be mess Nigeria up now so that you see Labour and Peter Obi. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kunle. Hello, Elomba from Artillery. Good afternoon.
Constant, I greet you.
I greet you too.
What I want to talk about is Labour.
Okay.
So Labour say they want to go strike. It's long overdue. You know why? If you look at what is going on in the country now, nobody can predict the direction the country is going in. What Nigeria needs now is not just a strike. Strike is understatement. How will anybody convince us that a country where we have everything, we have petrol, we have gas, we have the food, we have manpower, we have everything. These people that rule us think that we are food. They import everything for us and place the cost on us. If you have to rule human beings, people that go to school, they have already gone to school. Some of them are professors, engineers, and doctors, and they have all it takes to make the country great. The people choose to tramp us down, and say we are fools. It is not so. What you say is not just all about protest. Protest is understatement. Strike is understatement. It's beyond that. People should not take this rubbish again. This rubbish is too much. People cannot food again to eat. It's very unfortunate.
All right. Thank you for calling. Let's see this message here. Good afternoon, Madam Constance. Give dialogue a chance. Reps member begs NLC TUC. Anyone who begs the NLC and TUC to shelve the proposed strike is an enemy of the people. But my fear is that organized labor may develop cold feet. Now their way. Schoolboy Zuguru Wibe says, I think the Eleme Road Port Harcourt refinery is ongoing, which is one of the fundamental factory of their trick. Where is the trick again? Okay. Right, let's see what's happening on WhatsApp. Hello, Constance. I think the problem of Nigeria is not salary increment. Problem of Nigerians is not salary increment or palliative, but price control / stability, and to increase productivity and capacity. From A. Ifiemi. Okay. Austin from Port Harcourt says, politicians always want to make their names heard. Those people in question are civil servants. You don't just push them away like that. Tomorrow, I believe the courts will always bring them back. Good afternoon, my air lady. Please, what actually is NLC and TUC striking for? Is it for the deplorable state of the nation or for their selfish interests? Let them be truthful and fight for the interest of the poor masses. Before Monday night, they will say otherwise after another government promise. They should let the poor breathe, please. Lady V, that's your message. And then Newton Ikire says, no agreement with government to suspend strike. NLC. Dear NLC, remember one of your own, the NMA. They've had series of agreements with the federal government of Nigeria that were never honored. Stick with your plans. All right. From Anonymous O. Is this Anonymous O or Anonymous O? Wike sack board appointees in Abuja. If I may ask, what does that got to do with us in Rivers State? How does Wike's activities in Abuja affect us in Rivers State? Must we always talk about him? Well, what's your name? Christian says it's not raining here in town, Agri Road. All right, thank you. So someone, called in to say, if not for, I would have said, let's give this government at least 1 year. And then another person called in to say, I voted for a better life. I voted for this, soft landing or whatever. And now I'm suffering and all that. I was just trying to calculate in my mind, when did this particular government even come into power? Yeah, Were you really expecting that in less than a year of a new administration, there'll be some kind of transformation? Push! Things will just change in Nigeria. You just wake up after swearing in. Let's just say like 2 weeks after. The dollar is now selling for like... which amount of money should I use now? Okay, maybe 50 naira to a dollar. I mean, that's fair, right? I mean, come on, people. Were you really expecting a miracle to happen like that? No matter who became president, or, yeah, even if it's your best person that became the president that was sworn in, we would have also been talking about some things. But, well, some people will still argue that it's the subsidy removal that brought us to this point. Dakuku from Okbokeche. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Govt Mega.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine. When I heard your voice, you always stole my brain, moreover. I always called you.
Dakuku, welcome.
So let me go to Wike sack the professors in Abuja, appointing in Abuja. So let me tell you, people will be talking this and that, this and that. It's not what it's there for. When somebody do something, sometimes you have the direction of people. And not that you want to do this, let people hear you, let people say, no, it's not good. I don't even like it. I get him. And now next Senate or whatever, talking to labor not to go to strike. I get my point. Hello?
I'm listening.
So if they cannot take anything, then what is happening to Nigeria? Nigerians are suffering everything. Not even, people don't even take without 2 square meals in those who are politicians don't take 2 square meal food in every day. People are hungry every day. You are telling us to stop that. Let them fix on the refinery to make sure that Nigeria is there. To make sure that these refineries are working. Everything we done. People are talking of dollar. They are selling of a cruise to another country. And after that, we export it to Nigeria. No. It's not good. That's the problem we are having. They were on their own, telling us to buy car of 200 million, 300 million. What does that mean? They have to consider the people that they are leading. I get this my point. That's
okay.
Not happy for this government. I always believe in my godfather being amazing. That man have seen what is happening. No. These people, I can't work with these people who cannot deliver Nigeria. Make the poverty to get food on their table. I'm happy. I'm not telling you.
All right, Dakuku, thank you very much. Chukwuma, welcome.
Yeah. I support Labour. I want them to go on strike, total shutdown, so that the government will know that will send a very strong signal to the government that people are actually suffering. But I wouldn't want a situation whereby maybe that 15 p.m. to the day of strike, they will put out something to say, resolve. So sometimes it appears that their top members are taking something and they will call off the strike. I also want to follow you. What you say that are we expecting magic to happen? Don't know if you are expecting. I don't know if you are supporting the government. Sometimes media is our program. You saying that things cannot happen within some months of assumption of office. But negative changes can happen, but positive you don't expect within 1 year. But the very first day he mounted the stage or he took the mantle of leadership, he instantly removed fuel subsidy. The ones that will affect the public. And those ones trying increment are telling us that it cannot happen under 1 year. Constance, please. You're the air, please. We just need to, understand the temperature of Nigeria.
All right. Thank you very much. I'll get me a thermometer so I can gauge it. So, one more message. Okay, I'll take that message later on. So, we've got commercials, all right? And afterwards, the news, business news. And after the business news, let's talk about amnesty for repentant cultists. Do stay tuned. My name is Constance Mega.